Hey, what's going on, beautiful family? It's your sister Michelle here, dropping a video for you all today. Hope you're doing good on your personal journeys. Let me know how you're feeling, what's going on, where you're at. Jump down, let your sister know. You know how I feel about it. I want you to heal. Keep healing, keep being strong, keep moving on. You know how I feel about it. We're on our healing journeys. We're still talking about the same old, but it's pushing us forward to our healing, and that's the most important thing. That's the thing that I want you to have the most, is your healing, because you deserve it and you're amazing. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. Make sure that you do, okay? I'm gonna get straight to topic today. So much is happening in the world. We know that the world seems like it's getting worse instead of better. It's just you just gotta open your eyes and see it. And when it comes to a narcissistic individual, a narcissist is hurting and going through worse than what you ever could believe. What you think about a narcissist, what you hear about people talking about how they suffer and all that, it's worse than even what we think and we talk about. It's even worse than that. Just imagine that. It really, truly is. And the reason why I'm telling you that is this. We can see from all the things that's happening in this world today, how you can do all the dirt you want and it eventually comes back. I've always said that. What you put out comes back to you. And a narcissist, what they put out, always comes back to them 10 times worse. That's why I always tell people, don't worry, don't fret about that. Don't sit and wait on it, even though a lot of times we do that. We sit and waiting for the demise of a narcissistic individual. But here's the thing you have to understand. You don't have to wait for a demise of a person that's already diminished. You do not have to wait for the demise of a person who's already diminished. We're seeing this in this whole Puff Daddy situation. I hate to bring that up again, but this is a perfect time to talk about that. When a person is already diminished inside, they're always going through, the ups and downs of the torments they're living in. It's worse than you can even imagine. That's why their abuse is worse like it is. That's why the worse a lot of times people are towards you, the worse their torture inside is. And let me tell you this one important thing. There is nothing worse than a person that doesn't even have God. And that's the thing about these narcissistic individuals. Majority of them do not care about God, do not talk about God. And the only time they do is to get bonus points, or if they're going through something, they're reaching out to God, or they want you back after they try to destroy you. They'll say they have found God now, or they're on to a new supply. You hear them saying, oh, I'm in the church and I found. That's when that comes into play. But it's a manipulation tactic. It's never sincere. Because people who really believe in God, now don't get me wrong, there are people that believe in God, and we just have our struggles. We're definitely imperfections walking. Nobody is perfect but the divine, no matter what you call the divine to be. You know how I feel about that. Nobody will ever be on that level. But when people like that use whatever that is to further manipulate, to further play the game they play, it's just a part of it's a power for the course. It's just what they do. Narcissists are suffering a lot more than you think. They're suffering more even when you see them suffering. And you see the things that happen to them come back to them. It's even worse than what you can imagine. It's nothing. Listen, if you can lose God, and most of them do not incorporate that in anything they do, if you can lose that, you're the most bankrupt person on this earth. If you can hurt people and go around doing stuff to them for no reason whatsoever, just because you hate yourself and you're suffering, that is the worst situation of all time. Because a narcissist, no matter what they put you through and they've done to you, and no matter what they've gone on and done now, you best believe the suffering they're going through is even deeper than what you can think it is. Even when you start seeing things, like I said, even when you hear about them falling off and things start happening to them, or they got in trouble, or the person they're with now dropped them off and they've got dumped, they're bankrupt. All those things, they're surface level things. It's even worse inside. The surface level things are even worse. I mean, what I'm saying, I'm saying it wrong. The surface level things are nothing compared to the real deep things, the deep rooted things. So no matter what a narcissist puts you through, you best believe, honey, they reap what they sow. Their suffering is going to be worse than yours has ever been. And a person that does not want, look, I said this, you know what, I've been saying this for years, if you've been following me for a long time. I have always said, if a person doesn't care about losing their own soul, why do you think they care about anything else? And a person that doesn't care about losing their own soul and how they behave and the things they have done, if they don't care about that precious thing, what makes you think there is no true suffering in that? There's no peace in that. There's no happiness in that. There's no reward. See, a narcissist, here's the word, reward. Narcissists like to be rewarded instantly. That's why they go after people so quick. That's why they do the things they do. They lie, they scheme. Everything for them is a quick fix. They want a quick reward. And that's the thing that the narcissist individuals don't understand. You are going to get a quick, swift reward when the time comes up for all the stuff that you have done. Because nothing that they have ever done will ever make them feel better about themselves. They're willing to lose their own soul, sweetheart. A person willing to do that can do anything to you, and they suffer deeper than you know. Trust and believe. I'm telling you, on top of what you think, imagine that even worse. A person like that, listen, they're suffering deeper than you know. They're suffering deeper than you know from what they did to you and other people too. It runs deep. And it's a cycle that never ends because they do not want to acknowledge that they are wrong. They don't want to go and be repentant upon what they've done. They don't want to go back and try to correct the things they do. They only lie when they want to come back and get something and pretend they're different. But that's also a strike in their book against you because you're a manipulator. You're manipulating people to hurt them over and over again. That's just a person who deep inside, they ruminate about how they feel about themselves over and over again. That they're a loser over and over again. They're not worth what they're trying to put out over and over again. That stuff is internal, honey. It's internal. Has nothing to do with you. That's why no matter what you have tried to do for a narcissist, it would have never made a damn difference. No matter if you loved them for 5 days, 5 years, 15, 20 years, no matter what the situation, no matter the outcome, children, whatever you try to build with them is irrelevant because it's deeper than that, honey. It's deeper than that. It has nothing to do with the people that they choose to do these things to. We're not the people that make them do the things. Even though they swear a lot of times that we make them do things. No, honey, it's you. That's who you are. That's the fabric that you come from. Trust and believe when I tell you that narcissists suffer deeper and harder than you know. Even when they suffer and they get finally caught up and they do get karma, the karma internally is even worse than what you can see on the outside. Listen to your sister. I know what I'm talking about. We are seeing it right now. Look around the world at people who thought they could get away with it. You see what ends up happening to them, right? I'm just saying. We don't want to wish for demise of people because God does not want us to do that. But you understand me. What goes up must come down. I'm just saying. I love y'all. Keep your head up. Bye.